Late in the 3rd millennium BC, Canaanites from the area near Galilee traveled to the Mediterranean coast looking for new land. There they began a settlement which would become the great Phoenician trading city of Tyre. In this scenario, you play the Phoenicians, who are about to found their new civilization. When the game begins, you will have control over 3 citizens, the first citizens of the Phoenician civilization. You must lead these early Phoenicians west to the sea and learn the basic skills of survival. These skills include basic movement, constructing a capital, and gathering natural resources, which your civilization will need to grow. The fate of the Phoenicians is in your hands.
Welcome to the ancient world. You are about to found the civilization of Phoenicia. As it has been throughout history, your civilization will be built by its citizens. Citizens construct all the buildings and gather all the natural resources that are necessary for a civilization's survival and growth. In time, you will learn to have them hunt, forage, and harvest all the food your new nation requires. Your civilization story begins on the shores of the Sea of Galilee. 3 citizens, standing among the local Canaanites, await your instructions. Select all 3 by left-clicking on the ground near them, and while holding in the mouse button, dragging a box around them. Then release the button. This is called lassoing units. Good work! To move your citizens or any selected units, you simply right-click on the map where you want them to go. Due west of your citizens is a hill with a flag on it. This is where your citizens will start to build their civilization. To find the hill, move your mouse pointer to the left edge of the screen. The map will scroll in that direction. Scroll the map over to the hill. You can also use the minimap at the bottom right of the screen to help you find the hill. The minimap is a representation of the entire map. It is mostly black because you haven't explored much of the map yet, but the hill is visible as a greenish spot near the center of the minimap. Once you have found the hill, order your citizens to walk to it. Make sure your citizens are still selected, and then right-click next to the flag on the hill. As your citizens move towards the hill, the black areas of the map along their path are revealed. You can watch their progress on both the main map and the mini-map. Notice that the buildings of the Canaanite village you just left are still visible, but the people are not. The people are shrouded by the fog of war. This simply means you cannot see what they are doing when no one from your civilization is there to look at them. Good, you've reached the hill. On this hill you will construct a capital building for your new city. Select one of your citizens by left-clicking on him or her. To build a capital, click on the capital button near the bottom of the screen. A ghost capital appears to help you choose a location for the building. If the ghost is tinted green, it means you can build the capital there. If it is red, it means the capital cannot be built on that spot. Try moving the ghost building around a little until it appears green. When you choose a location for the capital, left-click to place the foundation for it. Your citizen then walks to the foundation and begins constructing the capital. Constructing a building goes faster with more workers on the job. Select your other 2 citizens by dragging a lasso around them. Then, right-click on the construction site. Notice that the mouse pointer becomes a hammer over the site to indicate that your citizens can perform an action there. Your capital is finished. Well done. Notice that your citizens have automatically started collecting wood. This is because the trees were the closest resource to your capital. You can tell your citizens where to collect resources. Select a citizen and right-click on a different tree. Note that the pointer changed to a bucket over the resource site. When your citizens have gathered a full load, they automatically bring it to your capital. They then return to the resource site to gather some more. You can always intervene and give your citizens new instructions. Select one of your working citizens and right-click on the capital. The citizen immediately goes to the capital and drops off whatever he or she was carrying. Gathering resources is essential to the survival of your civilization. Eventually, you will gather gold, stone, and other resources in exactly the same way. Your current resource inventories are shown in the bar that runs along near the bottom of the screen. Your civilization has made a good start, but your population must grow larger, and that requires food. To the south of your capital, you will find a forage patch. A new spot has appeared on your minimap to show you where to search for the food site. Send your citizens there to gather food from the forage patch. It is a long walk back to the capital from the foraging site. To increase your gathering efficiency, have your citizens build a settlement next to the forage patch. Settlements are simple resource drop-off points that are constructed in exactly the same way as the capital. Just select a citizen, click the settlement button, and place the building. The wood required to build the settlement is taken from your resource inventories. Foraging for food is the most basic way to feed your people. Up to 6 citizens can gather from a single foraging site at once. In time, you will also learn to hunt, fish, and farm to get food. Now it is time to produce new citizens for your civilization. When you have enough food, the citizen button will become active at your capital. Simply select the capital and then click the citizen button to create a citizen. If you have enough food, you can even queue up citizens by clicking the citizen button again and again. Right-clicking the citizen button removes a citizen from the queue. Citizens can also be created at town centers. After a moment, a new citizen appears at the capital and you can put him or her to work. To have newly created citizens automatically start working, you can set a rally point. Select the capital and click the round Place Rally Point button. Then click on the forage patch to place that rally point there. Now new citizens will immediately walk to the patch and gather food. To grow your civilization, it is important to keep your citizens busy. The Idle Citizens button below the minimap can help you locate citizens who are not working so you can give them a task. It looks like everything is going well. To help ensure the Phoenician civilization survives, create a total of 6 citizens. You have done very well. The Phoenician people grow and prosper under your leadership. With their roots firmly planted, the Phoenicians are on their way to spreading their influence throughout the Mediterranean.
Your Phoenician people have moved onto the island just west of their first city. In their new home, called New Tyre, they are struggling to advance beyond their primitive beginnings. In this scenario, you will lead the Phoenicians into a new epoch, the Stone Age. In the Stone Age, you can research new technology for your civilization. You will also fight off some wild animals and learn about civilization points and the civilization builder.
A new Phoenician colony has been established. Just off the coast, west of the first Phoenician settlement of Old Tyre, is the island of Melkart. Upon this island, intrepid Phoenicians have established a city that will become known as New Tyre. To help New Tyre prosper, you must lead your people into the Stone Age. Progressing to a more advanced epoch requires an expenditure of resources. A forage patch lies near your town center on the island. Have your citizens gather food from it. Creating new citizens at your town center and putting them to work will help your civilization grow faster. Each new citizen will cost a small amount of food, but the investment now will more than pay off later. Don't forget that new citizens can be instructed to go to a rally point as soon as they emerge from a town center or capital. A quick way to assign a rally point for them is to select your town center and then simply right-click on a resource site to send new citizens to gather from that site. You need more food to advance to the Stone Age. Other foraging sites can be found northeast of your town center. Select several citizens and have them construct a settlement near to the sites. Then have them gather food. Be careful, as you never know where dangerous animals might be lurking. Remember, when your citizens are working at a great distance from your town center, build a settlement near to the resource site to speed up gathering. Don't forget to continue to gather wood by chopping down trees. You'll need wood to build additional settlements. The area around the new forage patches is crawling with man-eating tigers. You will have to kill the tigers so you can forage for food unmolested. To attack a tiger, select several citizens and then right-click on a tiger. It's best to attack dangerous animals like tigers with a group of citizens. done. You have eliminated a serious threat to your people, and you have been awarded civilization points. In scenarios, you are occasionally awarded with civilization points for accomplishing an objective. Left-click on the flashing crown. You will see what bonuses you can purchase for your civilization with your civ points. Don't worry, the scenario pauses while you are on this screen. At first glance, the array of options may seem confusing, but you'll get used to it the more you play. For now, scroll down to Citizens and spend your points on any bonuses you can afford. Good work! You now have enough food to research the advancement to the Stone Age. To do this, select your town center, then click on the Stone Age button. While a new epic is being researched, no units can be created at this town center, and no other research can be performed there. However, you can queue up additional units or research by clicking on the appropriate buttons. This production will commence as soon as the town center has completed researching the Stone Age. You can watch the progress being made on the research by selecting the town center and looking at the status bar displayed over the town center's portrait. Congratulations! Your people have reached the Stone Age. Continue gathering resources for your civilization. In the Stone Age, you'll have access to the first of many technologies. Select your town center and you'll see a research button for hafted tools. This technology, once researched, will allow your citizens to mine stone with increased efficiency. Technologies cost you resources, but let your civilization do something new or improve on something it could before. All technologies are optional, but it's a good idea to research those technologies you believe will further the plans you have for your civilization. A new pack of tigers is threatening your village. Kill them before they eat your people.
We're under attack!
Excellent work. Your people are thriving. Take pride in the start you have given to this new city.
The Phoenicians have exhausted the precious metals around New Tyre, so colonists have been sent out to secure new sources of ore. You are in charge of one of the newfound colonies, called Gades, on the remote Atlantic coast of Iberia. Your goal is to turn the small outpost into a major mining operation. To do so, you will have to learn how to hunt, fish, and farm to feed your people. Once you have stockpiled enough gold, commercial vessels from Tyre will arrive to take it back home.
The power of the Phoenicians continues to grow. By now, your people have established many distant colonies, including Gades in ancient Spain. But the colonists in Gades are struggling to survive. Gathering wild vegetables is no longer enough to sustain them. The time has come to hunt wild game. A flock of ostriches can be found east of your town center. Send your citizens to hunt them. To hunt, select your citizens and right-click on an animal. Once killed, your citizens will harvest the meat and drop it off at your town center. Don't forget to create more citizens at your town center and have them gather lumber as well as food. You'll need the wood to construct buildings. Don't forget to build settlements near resource sites when you find them. The prosperity of your distant mining colony will only be assured when you have a total population of 20 citizens. This goal will require more food than simple hunting will provide. You must teach your people to fish. Search along the coast until you sight fish out in the open water. Some likely areas have been marked with flags. In addition to sending citizens to specific destinations, you can have them explore the map themselves. To do this, select a citizen and then click on the round Explore button with the telescope and compass on it. Citizens on exploration duty search the map until you give them a new task to do.
Talas, Carlos.
When you have found fishing sites, you will need to build a dock. Docks are used to produce fishing boats and other vessels.
Stoma.
Have your citizens construct a dock on the shoreline near the flags that mark the fishing sites.
Talas. Stoma.
Your dock is complete.
Carlos.
Now you need to make a fishing raft, which requires wood. When you have enough wood, the fishing raft button becomes active at the dock. Click the button to make a raft. You can queue up more than one if you have enough wood.
Sunte, Kelos. Sunte, Stoma.
Talas. Stoma.
Your first fishing raft has been launched. To have it fish, select it and then right-click on a school of fish. It will gather fish in the same way that citizens gather food, except it deposits its catch at the dock. Your colony is thriving, but more food wouldn't hurt. It is time to plant farms. To do this, you must first build a granary. Select a citizen and then click the granary button. The granary itself must be placed on flat ground, but the farms around it can be planted on hills. Notice the green outlines that appear around the ghost of the granary when you go to place the foundation of the building. These represent where farms can be planted. By choosing a site carefully, you can get as many as 8 farms around a single granary. Once the granary is built, the citizen who built it automatically plants a farm. Each farm requires a one-time cost in wood.
Carlos.
Additional farmers can be sent from the town center. Queue up citizens in your town center, then, with the town center still selected, right-click on a farm. When the new citizens are created, they will automatically build a farm and start farming. Remember that each farm costs a little wood and requires only one farmer to work it. You are feeding your people well now. It is time to locate the gold mines you came to Iberia for. The mountains northeast of your town center are a good place to look.
Talas. Stoma.
Sunte. Stoma.
Talas. Stoma.
Stoma. Kalos.
Pote. Carlos.
This area is rich in gold. Build a settlement near the gold deposits. To have citizens mine the gold, select them and then right-click on a deposit. Up to 6 citizens can mine one gold deposit.
Sunte. Kalos. Sunte. Stoma.
Pote. Carlos.
Stoma. Talas. Kalos. Zum. Stoma.
Pote. Carlos.
You are doing an excellent job. Ships will soon arrive from Tyre to collect the gold ore you are mining.
Pote. Stoma.
The ships from Tyre have arrived. When you have 250 units of gold, they will load the precious cargo on board.
Pote.
Stoma. Kalos. Stoma. Tyre is proud of the work you've done. The gold has been safely transferred to the Tyrian vessels. Now make certain you have 20 citizens, a granary, and a dock. You have successfully built one of Phoenicia's most important colonies. The flow of precious metal from Spain to the Middle East, however, will soon attract pirates and rival traders. New colonies will have to be created to protect Tyre's wealth. It is in this way that an empire slowly takes shape.
Phoenician trade has spread throughout the Mediterranean. but Greek raiders are threatening merchants bound for the distant colony of Gades in Spain. You have been given the important task of establishing a safe haven for Phoenician traders in North Africa. Colonists have been provided, and you must build up the basic infrastructure of a city that is to be called Carthage. By following your advisor's instructions, you will learn to develop settlements into town centers and then into capitals.
You and your Phoenician colonists have been dropped off in North Africa. A city that shall be known as Carthage is to be built here. Your advisors have chosen the perfect spot for a capital building and marked it with a flag. Build the capital near this flag. It will become the center of your city.
Gades.
Gades. Stoma.
Stoma.
Your capital is finished, and your advisors have surveyed the surrounding land. The limits of the city of Carthage are now marked out with flags. All the buildings that you are required to build for Carthage must be constructed within these boundaries. Additional buildings that you decide to construct can be built anywhere. To feed your people, begin by building a granary within the boundaries. Then ensure that at least one farm gets planted. Carthage is off to a good start, but no city is complete without a temple to honor the gods. Build a temple within the city limits. Although your capital and granary required only wood, other buildings, such as temples, require stone as well. Some stone has been provided for you.
Carlos. Stoma.
Excellent. You have done proper homage to the gods. Eventually, you will use temples to train priests and prophets. Temples also protect against calamities. But for now, do not forget your primary mission, to provide a safe haven for Phoenician vessels. This will require docks. Build at least one dock on the shore near your capital.
Stoma.
To secure the future of your fledgling city, you must gain control of vital resources. Gold and stone mines can be found inland, outside your city limits. Colonize both of these areas by constructing one settlement near the stone mines and one near the gold mines.
Carlos. Stoma. Carlos. Stoma.
Currently, you have good relations with the indigenous peoples of this land, but that could change. To protect your access to the mines, upgrade both settlements into stronger town centers. Settlements are upgraded by populating them with citizens. Select a group of citizens. The round button with the steps and columns is the Populate button. Click the button and the mouse pointer changes to a hand. Now click on the settlement to populate it. The group of citizens will walk to the settlement and go inside. Note that clicking the Cancel Action button would have canceled the Populate action, turning the hand back into the normal mouse pointer.
Talas.
Several citizens are needed to run a town center, so if the settlement didn't upgrade, populate it with more citizens until it does. Once inside the building, citizens take up permanent jobs and cannot leave. They are also removed from your population count. If the citizens were carrying resources, those resources were deposited in your inventories. Make sure to upgrade your other settlement into a town center in the same way. Your colony is succeeding admirably. Your fellow Phoenicians now have a safe harbor on their way to Spain and Sicily. New colonists from Tyre have arrived in Carthage. You can put them to work gathering or finish populating your buildings.
Talas.
Stoma. Talas.
Stoma. Pote. Pote. Carlos.
A bonus of populating your settlements is that citizens dropping off resources at a populated building get an economic bonus based on how many citizens are working inside. Now it is time to start gathering gold and stone for your growing city. Stockpile at least 100 units of each. If you wish, set rally points for your 2 new town centers and queue up citizens at them. Capitals provide the largest economic bonus since they require more citizens. They are also stronger buildings than town centers. Keep creating citizens and send them to populate your 2 new town centers. Once they are populated with enough citizens, they will automatically upgrade into capitals. You can view the current number of citizens inside by selecting the building. The population level is shown in the information area.
Pote. Stoma.
Sunte. Kalos.
citizens can populate the town center or capital where they are created. Just place the rally point for the town center or capital on itself. Note that capitals can continue to be populated for larger economic rewards, up to a maximum level.
Talas. Talas.
You have done a masterful job. Under your astute leadership, the Phoenician colony of Carthage is growing to become a major power in North Africa. Soon, Carthage will break free of her mother city, Tyre, and emerge as an empire in its own right.